Car manufacturers nowadays seem to have replaced their brains with spaghetti, building SUVs that break down faster than New Year's resolutions by February. Thankfully, there are still SUVs out there that prove some engineers still have functioning neurons. Here are the domestic SUVs, so reliable they make everything else look like shameless money grabs. Buying an unreliable SUV is like marrying someone for their money and finding out they're broke. Luckily, the Grand Cherokee won't leave you stranded on the side of the road, questioning your life choices and wondering why you didn't just take the bus instead. This SUV delivers real off-road capability with daily driving comfort, handling tough terrain without bouncing passengers around like lottery balls. The available V8 engine delivers enough power for confident towing while maintaining fuel efficiency that won't require you to sacrifice your firstborn child each time you go to the pump. Jeep's legendary four-wheel drive system handles everything from wet roads to dirt trails with competence that makes other crossovers look like office chairs with all-wheel drive. The spacious interior accommodates families and their gear without needing to play Tetris, while the premium materials prove that American engineering can deliver luxury without removing the soul that makes SUVs genuinely useful rather than just fashionable. Most SUVs struggle to balance luxury with capability, but the GMC Acadia does it so smoothly it makes Olympic figure skaters look clumsy. The paint job on the SUV resists fading better than you trying to remember what you had for lunch yesterday, maintaining that new car appearance longer than most political promises ever last. Even after years of use, people will ask if it's a recent purchase, which feels better than neighbors complimenting how perfect your lawn looks after you spent all weekend working on it. Offering rides to friends becomes a pleasure instead of anxiety about whether your vehicle will embarrass you or strand everyone. Your passengers will actually compliment the ride instead of politely ignoring that weird noise or uncomfortable seats, proving that GMC engineers actually have brains in their heads instead of you-know-where. The Acadia handles both business meetings and family barbecues without requiring you to explain why you chose practicality over prestige. The Ford Explorer has been hauling American families so long it makes the Postal Service look like a startup. This three-row family hauler handles carpool duties with the operational efficiency of a Navy SEAL team leader, efficiently moving everyone from soccer practice to piano lessons without requiring a logistics degree. The EcoBoost engine delivers enough power for confident highway merging while sipping fuel more efficiently than your uncle sips his weekend beer. The design actually makes sense for families, from seats that actually fit 7 people to cargo space that swallows everything from grocery bags to camping gear without requiring a PhD in spatial engineering. The Explorer proves that mainstream American engineering can deliver genuine value, proving the engineers actually own cars themselves instead of just drawing pretty pictures on whiteboards. The Chevrolet Traverse is so spacious it makes airport terminals look cramped, and those buildings are designed to accommodate thousands of travelers. 8 people fit comfortably inside this 3-row family fortress, with cargo space left over for everything from grocery bags to camping gear. The interior layout makes sense for actual family chaos instead of the well-behaved families politicians use in their campaign ads. You'll spend less on maintenance each year than most people spend on premium coffee, with service intervals spaced further apart than your doctor appointments. The control screen connects to your phone faster than tech support can put you on hold, with controls intuitive enough that you won't need a tutorial every time you want to change the radio station. GM built the Traverse for families who need maximum space without maximum headaches, proving that bigger doesn't have to mean more complicated to use or own. The Dodge Durango packs so much power, it makes professional wrestlers look weak. Merging onto highways becomes as natural as agreeing with your spouse to avoid an argument, outputting enough power and visibility to make confident decisions without second-guessing yourself or apologizing to other drivers. You'll stop fighting through highway acceleration and start actually enjoying the drive again, proving that family transportation doesn't have to feel like punishment for responsible decision-making. Driving stops feeling like a chore you have to survive, and starts feeling like those few precious minutes of peace between your children's swimming lessons and grocery shopping. Your shoulders actually relax when you get behind the wheel instead of tensing up for battle with underpowered engines and unreliable vehicles. The Durango transforms daily transportation from arguing with your spouse about directions into actually enjoying the ride together, giving parents permission to smile during school pickup. The Jeep Wagoneer is like finding an auto shop that tells you when your car just needs an oil change instead of inventing nonsense repairs, believing they care more about your wallet than their profit margins. Years of owning this SUV feel like a good marriage rather than a sentence you're serving until parole, with each mile reinforcing that you made the right choice instead of wondering when the honeymoon period will end. The reliability never gets old because breaking down stops being a concern you carry around like expired coupons in your wallet, replaced by confidence that your transportation actually works when you need it most. You'll sleep better at night knowing your transportation situation is completely sorted without those 3 a.m. worries about upcoming repair bills or whether the vehicle will start for tomorrow's important appointment. That nagging background anxiety about automotive reliability just disappears, like reality TV shows finally running out of drama. Suddenly, there's mental space for more enjoyable thoughts than calculating potential breakdown costs during family road trips. The Cadillac XT6 delivers luxury so effortlessly it makes five-star hotels look like they aren't trying hard enough. This SUV adapts to your changing needs better than your smartphone adapts to software updates, handling everything from simple errands to social events without thinking about a backup plan of how you are going to get back home. Offering rides to friends becomes a source of pride instead of social anxiety about whether your vehicle will embarrass you in front of people whose opinions matter. Your passengers will settle into the seats and immediately comment on the quality, proving that Cadillac engineers understand the difference between looking expensive and actually being worth the money. The XT6 handles both business client meetings and weekend family barbecues, without requiring you to explain to your friends why you chose a 3-row luxury SUV over a 2-seater sports car, like choosing a Swiss Army knife over a butter knife when you actually need to get things done. The Lincoln Aviator is so dependable it outlasts most people's retirement planning strategies. The reliability would make German engineers soil themselves, while the seats provide better support than most office chairs, keeping you comfortable during drives longer than most marriage counseling sessions take to solve anything meaningful. Your chiropractor will wonder why you stopped complaining about back pain after long trips, assuming you finally listened to their advice about posture instead of discovering luxury seating that actually works. The cabin stays quieter than your neighbor's leaf blower at 7 a.m. on Saturday morning, filtering out road noise better than noise-canceling headphones filter out political attack ads during the final weeks before voting. You'll actually be able to have phone conversations without shouting like you're calling across a construction site or pulling over every time someone important calls, proving that Lincoln engineers actually test their vehicles on real roads before handing them out to you. Owning a Jeep Grand Wagoneer is like taming a cat that actually listens to commands. When it's time to upgrade, the Grand Wagoneer's resale value stays stronger than your resolve to stick to a budget at the home improvement store during spring renovation season. This SUV represents the kind of sensible investment your financial advisor would actually approve of. Practical, reliable, and surprisingly satisfying to own, unlike that exercise bike collecting dust in your garage. Shopping for alternatives becomes as pointless as comparing weather apps during a hurricane. They all claim perfection, but this one actually delivers. You'll stop second-guessing your decision faster than you skip political campaign commercials, finally owning something that makes sense without requiring explanations to anyone. The Cadillac Escalade 5 is so powerful it makes military tanks look like golf carts. This extreme power comes with surprisingly practical ownership costs. Insurance rates stay surprisingly reasonable, considering you're essentially driving a luxury missile with safety ratings that make actuaries smile like grandparents at graduation ceremonies. Your insurance agent might actually return your calls promptly for once, mainly because they're curious about how something this powerful managed to avoid being classified as a weapon of mass transportation. The paint job resists fading better than your memory of where you put your reading glasses 5 minutes ago, maintaining that showroom appearance longer than most politicians stay in office before scandals surface. Even after years of dominating highways and impressing valet attendants, people will ask if you just drove it off the lot, proving that Cadillac engineers understand the difference between looking expensive for Instagram photos and actually being worth the investment for people who drive more than twice a year to charity galas. There you have it, 10 American mid-size SUVs that prove domestic engineering can deliver vehicles sophisticated enough for any occasion while tough enough for any challenge. These machines represent the best of American automotive innovation and practicality. Don't forget to subscribe for more honest automotive advice, and remember, American SUVs are built to handle both family duties and weekend adventures without requiring compromise. Thanks for watching.